What's up, y'all? It's your boy, The Amazing King, coming to you live and in color, bringing that oh so amazing touch. And I want to welcome you back to the Get Ready For It podcast season 2. We back in this thing, trying to make some things happen. I want to go ahead and introduce you to my co-host for the day.
Up jumps the boogie. It's your boy KP. What's going on, good people?
I'm glad to see you here today, looking all clean and cut, and better than you did last time.
Well, we got somebody to thank for that.
Okay, this KP, I need you to do something for me right now. I need you to lower the music down. This is a serious moment here. Now, everybody, I know that you guys are expecting to hear Savage XL, bringing that X and that L, but I have some unfortunate news. The Dog Pound has requested for his return, so he is located in the local shelter in the kennel. Okay, we're starting a GoFundMe called Save the Savage. We're asking all of our viewers and our audience to please donate 1 penny. We're looking for 100 pennies, you guys.
Isn't that just $1?
It is. I thought it was too much, but we decided to go with that. If we can't get to that amount, oh well.
Don't you adopt dogs for free from the...
So you're saying that his value is even less than what it is? Thank you for adding to that. Thank you for adding to that. But you guys, we got 2 special guests in the building. 2 people that's been in my life for a very long time. To the left of me, we got my girl, Michelle. What's up?
Hey there.
How long have I known you for?
I don't know.
It has to be like
at least 2 years.
at least a good 2 years. A long, hard.
I was
2
gonna say,
years.
he said it like it was like
Because listen, picture I get on your nerves. Picture I'm sitting in her chair getting on her nerves as well.
On a Saturday.
On a Saturday.
Ooh.
The last client of her day. Anyway, also we got my boy Marcus in the building. What's up, man?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Listen, we doing all right. This Marcus, by the way, has been cutting my hair since I was 18 years old. He cut my hair for prom, which was a moment. He got me right. I think that was in my Mohawk days. I think so.
Right.
Pretty much.
It was probably very emotional, bro.
Yeah,
You get it right.
Right. He kept me in the chair for like 2.5 hours, but when I came out, I looked the best, and I appreciate that.
Hey.
Since we do have 2 very established people in the building, one is a salon owner and one is a owner of his own barbershop. We're just gonna go ahead and move over to my girl Michelle. Michelle, tell the people what you do and how you do it.
Well, I am Michelle Andrea. I own Soul Beauty by Michelle, formerly known as Soul Coils and Cuts.
Ooh. Perfection all day. So I want to ask you a question.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
made you start wanting to do hair?
So, hair, I probably was doing that since like middle school. And I just decided once I started my career after college that being in the hospitality industry just wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
So, we turn hobbies and passions into profits.
This is true.
That's how that happened. I decided to go all the way in, went to cosmetology school, probably finished in about 8-9 months.
That's a good thing.
Oh, you was good.
Yeah, technically.
Okay.
If you think of the regular cosmetology student, if they don't drop out and come back.
Right. That's majority of them.
Yeah, it's probably about a year if they take it serious. But
she was top of her class.
Yeah.
People that usually been doing it before, they usually excel when they get in there. It's not very difficult.
You just and at the time I was actually working part-time as a receptionist at a hair salon. So
You knew some things.
yeah.
Right.
Well,
She was already in now.
I clearly knew more than they did because they would always ask me how to do black people hair. So I was just like, well,
Okay.
if y'all gonna ask me how to do stuff, I might as well just go to school and get paid for it.
That's a good segue to my next question. What? Because you work with natural hair only. Am I
Yes,
correct on that?
natural hair only. I mean, I will do other types of hair, or chemically treated hair, I should say. But I don't apply any chemicals that will alter the natural pattern of the hair.
And why is that? What made you want to just work with natural hair?
So I was the last of the Mohegans and my family to go natural. So I don't know. When I just decided to go natural, I took it all the way.
Mm-hmm.
I did it with my skincare. I did it with my eating. all of the above. So it just was one of those things that I took very, very serious. And you know, when you read up on what relaxers does to, you know, the science behind it, basically, it just was one of those things I wanted to make a stand for. I think ultimately hairstylists, we get pulled in so many directions that, you know, we don't ever just commit to just one thing. And when I decided to go natural and I did my big chop, I got my big chop done by a loctician, and she didn't give me no love. It was like, okay, girl, well,
What exactly is the big chop?
So a big chop, for those that don't know, is basically when you just take the plunge to just cut all of your either relaxed ends or either damaged ends, because sometimes you do a big chop even when you're natural. You just got some damage there and you just cut it off again, which I did that
she
same
always
thing.
cut my hair too. Anyway.
Sir, we're not even going to go.
Keep it growing though.
Yeah. So it was just one of those things that I wanted to make a stand for, and yeah, natural hair it was. I mean, and at the time, that was 2011. There were no like true natural hairstylists here in Tampa. So
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Right.
Question for you also as well. You know, even though you didn't change the name of your salon, what the original name? What made you go with that name?
So original name. When I was in the mall cutting hair, I was on the cutting and styling team. So it was like I was really doing my thing with cuts. And of course, you know, I just wanted to make sure people understood that I did more than just styled natural hair, that I could cut hair and things like that. But, you know, at the beginning of this process for me and this journey, I wanted to be a natural hair salon owner at the same time, so that, you know, wherever I was working could just be like that safe haven for naturals. Right. But, yeah, you know, the other thing about this industry is that everybody pretty much wants to be their own boss, even when they probably can't be a boss. So it was just, for me, that's how the name came about, because it was all encompassing, but it wasn't necessarily just about me. And so that's why I did the name change, because I have evolved my business and the services that I offer. And it's a little bit more about me now than just my salon. You know, I provide these services. People always say the name of the salon wrong. So it was just like,
yeah, that's why
take the other stuff out. Y'all got a lot to focus on. It's Soul, which is a triple entendre, if you will. It started, I actually had, before the salon, I actually had an event planning company. And that was the first Soul. And again, it's a triple entendre. Basically, I love shoes. As I became an entrepreneur, I can't buy as many shoes as I used to. But yeah, so I love shoes for one. But you know, in the Black community, anytime you put your heart and your soul into something, it's like you put your foot in it.
The whole foot.
Yeah.
Barefooted
So,
too, no socks.
Again, here we go with soul. And then the soles of your shoes, the soles of my foot, and then, you know, my soul, my SOUL. But, you know, I ain't want to be extra Black with it and call it soul.
Should have been.
I should have. I should have.
Been.
Because now people wouldn't be calling me Soleil. And I'm like, but there's no accent over the E. But, you know, yeah, so... Okay. Soul Beauty by Michelle, it's all encompassing. You know, now I focus still on natural hair, but now I also offer facials, full body waxing, and makeup services.
That's what's up. Y'all better check my girl out. So I got a question, since we're talking about your business and what you do. What is your number one tip that you give to your client about their hair?
Have patience. I don't know where it started that we just don't have patience with our hair at all. And I think it's, you know, a little bit more because those that had relaxers were just so used to wrapping that thing up, getting up and going, or getting up, unwrapping and going. But I mean, I think now it's like we expect so much from what God gave us instead of, you know, what we used to have. You know, a lot of my clients who used to have relaxers, and even myself in the beginning, I was used to my hair being super shiny, it just staying in place. But now it's just, so what, this has been almost 10 years that I've been natural. And it's like I'm just now getting to a place after 2 big chops where I'm getting to a place where it's like my hair is perfect for me.
But your hair is longer now?
And it's not even about the length. Honestly, it's just I'm comfortable with the way that it looks, whether it's in place or not. And I think that's the one thing that a lot of women in general, but mainly in our community,
struggle with that
the most. Making sure it looks good at all times, and whether my curl looks like this curl over here. And I know that's a big thing. If anybody knows anything about the natural hair community, it's like, oh, what kind of curl do I have? And it's just like, girl, I don't know.
Yeah.
The one thing that's universal in the community, like whether you white, black, Asian, whatever, 1 through 4 is universal. When you start giving me alphabets, that's where you lose me, because I mean, in my community anyway, just women in general, we get typed for so much. Growing up, we always want to be light skinned with long hair. So now it's just like we want to be racially ambiguous with ring curls or whatever. It's never we want to keep our kinks. It's how do I make my kinks look softer? And it's just like, girl, God gave you kinks for a reason.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest thing. Have patience with your hair and love like what you have, because the moment you don't have it, then you're going to start complaining when you don't have that hair anymore.
Okay.
And trying to figure out, how can I get my hair back?
So what's next for you?
Next is finding a space. I feel that I personally have outgrown the space that I've been in. And I think that it's just time for me to open up my space to people in the industry, and not necessarily just other hairstylists. Just I'm big on wellness as well. So I really want to bring a space that offers more than just hairstyling or beauty services. So that's in the works right now. We just gotta find the space.
Well, big ups to you.
What's your idea that you want to do? What would you like to have in there?
Just anything that is in like a one-stop shop. If I could provide that like med spa, beauty spa kind of place all in one, that's kind of like the place that I'm looking. I mean, a lot of times that, you find those places that are just kind of dedicated to women and women only. But I mean, I think the more that men get into those kind of spaces,
right,
and not to, emasculate a man, but, I just think that men don't take care of themselves as much as they could.
Because we don't.
Y'all don't.
Because every time I sit in your chest, like a whole lecture on what I'm not doing right. But listen,
because you're still not doing
so,
it
at all.
My question really quick, do you plan on having like a team, or you want to do all of that by yourself?
Quite honestly, no. I just want to provide a space for others to grow. Okay. Before we started recording, we were talking, and I was just saying how I used to want to be like a salon owner, have all these renters and whatever. But I think it's important that even if you can't be your own boss, you're in a space that provides you the atmosphere. Because when I first started out, I was in a predominantly white salon in a predominantly white neighborhood, and I don't want to call their name, even though they're not here anymore. It used to be an International Mall, though.
Okay.
And it's a European-based salon, but they're not here anymore. So, but, I learned a lot being there.
Yeah.
And when I brought that to my community, it was great. But the next stop that I went to, it was a lot of older women. They were a bit more established, and some of them were ready to kind of just be done with the industry in general. So it's kind of like I was learning so much, and then I stopped learning. And so it was like, okay, I just got to do this for myself. And, I took that time. I took a lot of classes, and I still take a lot of, classes just because you got to keep yourself up. And I think that's that's another thing in the industry is just that people get very complacent where they are. Instead of keeping it going.
Well, Michelle, I appreciate that, telling us a little bit about yourself and stuff like that. Make sure y'all check my girl out. I want to move over to my boy, Marcus. My brother.
Just horrible. I got you. Hold on. Because this man been cutting my hair for quite some time since I've been in Tampa now.
That's cutting my boy hair for like 2 years. Stop that.
Either way, that's a long...
No, longer than that, because I've had my own business for 2 years now.
Well, I'm just saying, you've been
okay. Anyway.
I'm correctly, but go ahead then.
We got the black Bob Ross with a pair of clippers in this motherfucker, man. This man be doing work. Let me tell you something. Before I went to him during my quarantine, I was rough, dog. I can't even lie to you. This man right here get you right every time. You feel me?
Right. I really enjoy doing what I do. Period.
All right.
You
At
do,
the
you
end
do.
of the day.
For,
Right.
I remember when I first sat in your chair all them years ago, you know, when I was back in my youth. This man used to take his time. This man wasn't trying to rush you out the chair. He was like precise. This man, this is a master barber right here. So I want to ask you, you know, since you know you do now have your own barbershop, you've had it for like roughly, you said a little bit over 2 years now, right?
Just like a month, over 2 years.
Month on year. What made you want to have your own barber? Because you know, barbershop, excuse me, because some barbers just like to stay in a different barbershop and just work there, but you wanted to excel and have your own.
I'm gonna say, I don't mean to correct you, but I'm gonna say
Go ahead.
majority of them don't
Okay.
want to work at a barbershop.
Okay.
If they do work at a barbershop, their whole goal is just to go somewhere else.
Okay.
The reason that I left is just because where I was at, everything was good, but I just wanted to do more. Like I wanted this opportunity right here. You get what I'm saying? I wanted to work on my YouTube. I wanted to, I don't know, just not. It was nothing wrong with where I was working.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The money was there or whatever. It was cool.
You just needed your own.
Not even by my own. I didn't feel like I really fit in somewhere else. So when you do the math on how much it costs to work somewhere else, sometimes you can just do your own thing.
Right.
I wasn't scared of opening my own business because I love using tools. I like to fix stuff or whatever. So I felt like that gave me a little bit of an edge on getting my own place.
Right. You definitely put the work in. Because I remember when your first barbershop started opening up and stuff like that, and you were, I came in there and it wasn't as busy, but you definitely put the work in, and now it's like that baby popping.
Right. It's all right, though. It's all right. I ain't gonna say it's popping, bro, because it's so
I
much
think it
more
is,
that we can be doing than what we're doing right now.
So what
That's
would you?
just what I'll say.
What would you say starting your own, having your own shop? What was your biggest struggle, or still is your biggest struggle if you still have it?
Well, the only thing I'm worried about is every year just making sure I pay my taxes. That's it. For real. Outside of that, bro, I'm gonna work and I'm gonna be there. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I want to do more stuff than that. So at the end of the day, as long as you're making enough when you can pay your taxes, bro, then
You're
I
good.
believe in longevity too. So if I done paid my taxes for 4-5 years in the same spot, I done now become a staple in that spot. People done came in and out. They know you there. You know?
Man, go ahead, bro. It's like, bro, right here, bro.
I mean, I'm just being real. The place I worked at had been there since 1999.
For real.
Right. In the same spot. That wasn't his first place,
Mhm.
but the place that he has had most success in
Right.
has been there since 1999.
That's crazy.
And what really locked me in one time is that I would see people, bro, that they move out of state. You get what I'm saying? And you don't know they moved out of state because you're just cutting their hair.
Right.
Anything could have happened to them. They move out of state and they come back 7 years later.
To that same spot.
Right. You still got a customer. One time this dude, I was cutting his hair and he didn't have enough money. He left. And when he went to go get the money, he went to jail.
Damn.
Yeah. This fool got out of jail and came and brought me my money back.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Let me tell you what a woman would never do. Just saying.
Well, I mean, I'm sitting there cutting, bro, and you know, this stuff, I don't know. I got a good memory. You get what I
Right.
mean? And stuff affect me with my memory. Just standing there, bro, and the man just walked in and he's standing in front of me just holding the money out. And I'm, at my young age, I'm almost trying to be like kind of defensive, like, man, what are you doing? You get what I'm saying? And he was like, man, you don't remember me? And I'm like, no, not really. They done cut all his hair off and everything in about 2-3 years. He was like, man, I went to jail trying to go to the ATM to get your money. Right. So
That's
stuff,
what's up.
seeing stuff like that, bro, and seeing people that been coming there for 3-4 years have kids. They have 2-3 little boys or whatever. Now they cousins coming up there. Now they kids coming up there. So I believe in longevity. It's rough, right? It ain't rough, but you got to work it right now.
Right.
But you'll be all right.
Bad. Well, speaking facts. Well, since you did mention your YouTube, you do have a YouTube channel called Doug's Garage. Can you tell us about that? Because I know you've been working on cars, and you know I saw your car out there. You got your whole name on it and stuff like that. You've been the certified mechanic for years. What's going on with that, bro? That YouTube channel?
I mean, I'm just trying to find my way right now. I want to use it to get other stuff and use leverage on it. And when I go and I want to make offers to like car companies and stuff for them to make to send me parts to put on my car. So when I tell them that I'm a business owner and I got an active YouTube or whatever, hopefully it'll look good on my part. And because I like to use tools and stuff, I feel like I can share. I got something to share with people.
Okay.
From my point,
What got you into working into building cars and fixing cars?
just from birth. One of my longest memories is messing with cars.
Yeah, you've been messing with cars for a long time.
Right.
It's been in his garage, a van turning into a school bus turning into like a race car, all that stuff. This man be doing some things with some cars. And for me, okay, what's your biggest advice you would give an up and coming barber? What's the advice that you typically would give somebody that is up and coming and say, well, I want to cut hair. What advice do you have for that person?
Longevity and be patient, bro. Because I used to sit there and wait on you to come in all day. You probably ain't know that.
Wait a minute, bro.
But,
you ain't gotta put me out there like
you
that.
No,
you know?
no. I'm saying at one point, bro, I wouldn't have nothing to do.
True.
I wouldn't have
That's
nobody to cut their hair.
Okay.
And I had to sit in there all day watching everybody else make $300-$400, dog. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you do go through that
You gotta
phase
go
of you the
through
new
it.
it's
It's rough, and you gotta ride it out, bro. And you gotta get your money. And what I know now is you gotta get your money and you gotta keep it. That's what I
Right.
tell them. Definitely when you first starting,
Oh yeah.
because it ain't just finna. Instagram is what got them confused, because they think once they get their license, they finna be swinging 100,000 followers,
Mm-hmm.
all that. Everything's gonna be popping. But they don't know that man on Instagram been doing that for 20, 30 years, or he been working Instagram, or you know what I'm saying?
Right,
He done put
yeah.
some work in behind that. He ain't just pick up his phone and take a picture, and it's all a
It
go
just
now.
happened. Yeah.
Now
Or
he
they bought
pulling
them
up on the-
followers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
Hey, because you
People-
can't buy them.
Right. People get stuff confused, bro.
But no, that's what's up. Because I do remember. Because I remember when I first sat in his chair, it was like I forgot I was in a rush or something like that. I was like, this chair empty. Let me go ahead and just sit in this man's chair. And ever since, it was
Right.
just like,
And that's
Bad,
your
bad,
chance.
bad.
And what people miss on working with other people, everybody want to be their own boss, but they don't understand that I now have my own business because I rolled off of somebody else's back. When they was full, where they finna go? Either
Yeah.
they can walk out the door and not get a haircut, or they can give me a shot. So that's the waiting part. You get what I'm saying? You gotta wait, and
Yeah.
people gonna turn you down for a long time. I worked there 8 years, 10 years. I worked there 8 years.
yeah, for a long
I
time.
worked there
yeah.
8 years, bro, and there was still people that I'd never, ever cut their hair.
I ain't mad at him because I used to walk in that bed and that chair used to be over. I'd be like, I'm waiting for him.
I'm the same way.
I'll wait that hour.
I'll
Boy.
wait Well, I got 3 ahead of you. Okay, we're just going to be taking a nap here.
Right
then.
here. He's all right. Shall we go chill in the car?
So what's next for Marcus? What is it? What's next for you?
I'm trying to figure it out, bro. I'm trying to put my tools to work. I'm trying
Good
to
answer. Good answer.
put my hands to work, and I'm trying to use my business as some leverage to do something else. I'm still gonna be cutting hair,
Right.
but I want to do something else. I don't care if it's just buying me a trailer or anything. You get what I'm saying? Like a trailer to rent to somebody else.
Gotcha. I know you be doing like you be hosting barber events. I know like
I've
Corona.
hosted one,
Okay.
and I'm very active in them too. But since the coronavirus, bro, it kind of got me depressed.
Okay.
I'm starting to miss it. I really do miss it, like for real. Just because I really get fueled off of other people and sharing. Like I was just sitting here talking to her. She was just telling me a little bit of stuff, but like I said, I remember it. You get what I'm saying? I might think about it again and be like, "Then she really did tell me something." So that's why I like to go to events, because you bump into people that just be like, it seemed like they be just exploding with knowledge that they just
Right.
want to give to somebody else. So I'll be right there like a bucket trying to soak it in. You don't want to take it all in, but
Right.
you want
Yeah.
to take what you
At
need.
least something. Yeah.
Right. You learn something all the
What's
time.
up?
Well, that's what's up. I want to appreciate Michelle and you, my boy Marcus, from sitting down, answering those little questions, so the audience can get to know you guys a little bit more better. I got a couple questions for you guys, particular, and it's called "What would you do if you had one of these clients or something like that?" I just want your opinion on these things here, okay?
Hard side. Okay.
um,
Come
What would you do if a client is dissatisfied with your service? Michelle, I want to start with you.
on. So here's the thing. I mean, there's a big difference. Quite honestly, I think that's gonna happen between man and woman. A lot of women won't tell you to your face that they're dissatisfied.
Would they pay you?
They may pay you.
Right.
May. May. I have not had the experience of somebody being dissatisfied and not paying. I've had I've had it happen where they paid me, were dissatisfied, and then
Blasted
never
you.
came back, or want to tell me days later something was wrong. So most recently, I'll just say a quick story. I had a young lady who was biracial. So she, and I have to say that because her curl pattern is a little bit different. She went in between straightening and curly. So when I talked to her, I said, what are your plans with your hair? She said she had planned to keep going natural as far as wearing her curls more. So I said, okay, so I do a curly cut. Now, if you wear your hair straight or you go back and forth, I'm going to cut your hair straight. So there's a big difference between a curly cut and a straight cut. And, some people are like, oh, well, they should translate. Not necessarily. Like, if you do curly cuts, you're doing them because your clients are wearing curly hair. Mm-hmm. Long story short, I think I did her hair on like a Tuesday. By Saturday, she texted me and told me how dissatisfied she was and that she had to go to her sister to fix her hair, blah, 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 blah.
Does her sister even do hair?
No, I mean, no, not for real. Not for real do hair. But, so I was actually doing a wedding party at the time. So I stepped away and I called her. Because I was like, she sent me a whole paragraph. I said, I'm not doing this paragraph thing. So I called her. And long story short, I just told her, the best thing for you to do as a consumer is when you're dissatisfied, tell the person who gave you the service. Yeah. Even if it's like the next day and you wake up and something is out of place, let them know. Because if you pay me money, the worst you can do is, like for me, is be out there bad-mouthing me, and I don't even know that you were dissatisfied. Because what is that you're putting like dirt on my name, and I don't even know that you hated what I did. Right. So
or maybe there was a miscommunication.
And that's exactly what it was. It was a miscommunication between she and I. She did not necessarily convey that part that she was going to keep going straight or in between.
But it's definitely a different mindset between somebody that owns a business and somebody that runs a business.
Right.
She on the offense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she ain't trying to go through it with you, so it's much easier for her to jump online and get it out. She ain't thinking about you and your business.
She told me, she was like, my experience was great, but she was like, I hated that because she bought products as well. Right. So she walked out maybe spending just under $100. So she was just kind of like, oh, I got this service, I bought this thing, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, I'd rather take the confrontation from somebody. Because I'm not going to fight you over services and stuff like that, but I'd rather take a verbal confrontation. And if that's what, people try to avoid confrontation. So I'd rather take that and convey better service to you than for you to go out, be dissatisfied, and throw dirt on my name. Because at the end of it, my business is me. I am my business.
She ain't thinking about your business.
She wasn't. And that's the, I guess to answer your question in total is just, with anything, because I'm always going to try to appease my clients as best that doesn't overkill me. Yeah. So, I do what I can for my clients, and I go above and beyond when I can that doesn't put me out. So I really strive to make sure nobody is dissatisfied.
Did she give you like a Google review or anything?
Nah, she ain't do all of that.
Yeah. So, Marcus, I'm going to ask you a different question about a client. How would you address a client who wanted a type of haircut that you believe would not really suit him or her?
I'm going to ask him 1,000 questions. For real, just to make sure that we all on the same page. And from a dude that I used to work with, he taught me that you got to make it fit. Every haircut can go on the head. You got to make it fit the head. Like, I can give you a boosie, I can give you a boosie, but y'all might not have the same exact type of boosie because of the shape of your head. Right. So I would say unless they don't have the hair on their head, like they lacking, then you can give them the haircut. Right. I just wouldn't say that you can't really give them the haircut unless they're talking about something crazy. Right. Like they want me to put something on their head, something I don't do. Right. As far as a haircut, what I do service and I offer, a haircut fit everybody. If you bald head and you still want to fade around the sides, dog, I'm finna get you. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna line you up like you got it on the top. Right. You know what I mean? I'm gonna spend extra 5 minutes looking at it, even though no, you ain't got nothing up there. But you finna pay for it, so
Oh God.
I'm gonna make sure I got it right.
Oh man.
I think it's a dope thing that he just said though. When people ask for things that you don't do, like
Right.
I braid hair, but I'm old school in a lot of ways. All these new ways to braid hair, I don't want to do them. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to do it.
When I be coming to you, be like, I want this.
This dude right here, I be like,
I
bro,
already know.
bro, like really, this what we
I be
doing?
having pictures and stuff. I want it like this. You like, you even got the head texture for that. Oh, you gonna try?
I don't never say you don't have texture. I say you don't have the hair, like the hair that's left out. You don't have.
Well, you
the
bald
same
head,
shit.
boy.
You didn't hear what she said.
That is not what I said, sir.
It's
what
okay.
she
That's
said.
how. That's what I heard.
Uh-uh.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, you a hater, man. I done lost my train of thought. Where we at, bro? Where we at?
You
Okay.
gotta make the haircut fit.
So have you ever had somebody, because you know you do this, back in the day when I was much younger, you used to do designs, designs, still do
yeah.
design.
Oh.
Have you ever had somebody come to you and they say, oh, I want you to do this design? You like, bro, I can't do that.
I'm gonna
Oh?
shoot it. I'm gonna shoot my shot, bro. How else I'm gonna get better if I
Hey,
don't?
that's true.
This is true, bro.
That's true.
I can back down right now. You get what I'm saying? Because to me, I be on the stage, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Right, true.
Like in the stage, just working.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking when I used to work at the other barbershop, because now majority of the time it's gonna be me and the customer.
right.
But before, when I was learning, it was like, bro, it's 20 people in there. It's 15 people in there. So you finna say, nah, I can't give you that Bugs Bunny on the side of your head, or you just gonna, to me, because I know
Right.
some people not. Me, I'm gonna shoot my shot, because eventually, if I do that Bugs Bunny once or twice,
Right.
dog, it ain't gonna be nothing.
I
And
used to
now
walk
want
out that
bread.
shop with like a bird, pigeon, crossing my head,
Mhm.
all that crazy stuff. A couple times I'd be like, I was just like, just do what you want to do, bro. Let's
Right.
see
But
what
that
happens.
got me
right?
to where I am now,
Yeah.
bro. You may not know it, but that got me to where I am now.
That's
Where
what's
I
up.
can do it.
That's what's up, man. Listen, y'all here spit some facts out here, some knowledge, man. Just, I want to ask you guys a question. This is something that happened kind of, I don't want to say it's entertainment. It was on the Shade Room and a couple of other profiles on IG. Listen, I was doing so
Where
good
you-
throughout
where
this
your
whole
water at,
time.
bro? You need some water, though.
No,
Give
my
me some
grandma's
water.
all messed
Nah,
up.
that ain't
I
no
was doing
water
good.
gonna fix
Listen, I was doing so good. Anyway,
Ain't no water gonna fix
this
that.
happened on Instagram. I saw it in the Shade Room. I thought I'd bring it up to you guys. So there was this one hair salon. This gentleman who does female hair is in Ohio. His stylist name is like Icon Stylist. One of his, I don't want to say employees, one of his employees attacked one of her clients, and then he jumped in to assist the employee on attacking the client. I mean, they literally jumped. I mean, ripped
I
out.
need to know the whole thing.
Huh?
I need to know the whole thing.
Okay, so this is what happened, right?
I used
so,
to work in this field. I done seen some stuff happening. No
Okay,
problem.
so the employee booked this lady for a certain time. She changed the client's appointment, and then when she got there, she had the lady waiting for like 6-7 hours. So when it was time for the lady to pay, she didn't give her the full amount. So the employee said, well, I'm going to count to 5. If you don't give me my money, I'm going to beat your A. So she counted to 5, and she started to attack the client. So the owner of the shop did the same thing. He jumped in, was yanking out the girl head, and said that I need y'all to cut out her hair before she leave the shop. So they got her scissors. These are all the employees, and started cutting out the girl hair as they're yanking her out the building.
What type of percent was she taking off that they had to do all that?
She
Bruh.
basically paid half from what the video said.
Yeah.
Like she
Okay.
paid half.
Of it.
I don't know,
So
man.
the service was like 150 and she gave 75. I
Right.
mean,
It's a tough one because, you know, she didn't pay the amount, but as a professional hairdresser and barber, I can't picture y'all jumping on your client.
I'm not finna
No, I
fight
ain't
you.
finna do
I'm
none
not
of
finna
that.
fight you.
When she yell out, she finna count to 5 and all that.
You doing
I'm
too much.
I'm finna yell out, no, you ain't. That's
I
what
mean, where I feel the issue comes in is just like there's a struggle between consumer and provider. Like a lot of stylists are doing this thing where they're trying to get all the money, they're trying to get all the money, all the money, all the money, and you stacking people. First of all, during COVID, why would you want to be stacking people like
Right.
that? But even before that, I don't like all that pressure. So, like when I was in the mall as a receptionist, I got your client staring at me because you behind. So I ain't like that kind of pressure. So I
Right.
knew when I started my own thing, we wasn't doing all of that.
So do you
But-
say that you like work hard to stay on your schedule?
I definitely do, and I've got it down to a point where it's like I know how long this service is gonna take.
Right,
Now, if you 15 minutes late,
right,
you're gonna pay for that.
right.
You know, if you cancel with after 24 hours, you're gonna pay for that. I personally don't make my clients pay like a deposit just because I ain't trying to run that kind of business. Like, you know, that ain't never been my kind of
And
thing.
that's your security. It kind of run them off too. If
Right.
They ain't finna be playing. If they
Right.
thinking
Like
about
if I got a deposit, blah, blah, blah. But it's like I get why people want deposits. I mean, you have some clients out there who, like this young lady, she basically felt like, you know, I'm here trying to give you money and you wasting my time.
Right.
So I understand, you know, she wasn't dissatisfied with, you know, she was dissatisfied with her overall experience.
It's the customer service.
It
for
wasn't
me.
just the hair. It was her overall experience, her
6
customer
hours is a
service.
long
It's a
time.
long
It's a long wait.
time.
We know it was 6 hours.
Honestly, I think the article said it was like longer than that. But I'm
Yeah.
just summing
It
up.
was
I
long.
think
Oh,
it
she
was
had to
longer than
wait that amount of
She had to
time.
wait
And,
Yeah,
that
nah,
and she
she.
was waiting in her car.
Yeah, they were supposed to knock
ran
some
hot,
change
boy.
off.
And I mean, I'm telling you, when they beat her up, that mean they beat. It was
Yeah, like
Yeah, he finna go broke for that.
I
he
mean,
is. They attacking his.
quite
whole
honestly, and he's a. I get he maybe you know.
business. He's a gay man that does women hair, so you
Yeah.
know he was.
So
Still wrong.
You still
Yeah,
can't be
yeah.
putting your hands on people because
Right.
it's they when it comes to the eyes of the law, you a man, that's a
Right.
woman. They're not gonna look at it as your sexual orientation. But like the girl who's providing the services, like if you telling your clients, like you gotta take that L. You gotta take that L if you
Yeah.
can't
You
get all
take
your
L's,
clients
right.
in one
Take
day.
L's, right.
Because the lady, I mean, from what the thing was saying is that she let somebody else in
Right.
front
Yeah,
of her
she did. I forgot
who
that part.
apparently was graduating that day. So she took it upon herself to say, hey, your situation a bit more serious than mine. I'm going to let you go ahead of me. But as a service provider, you still got to hold up your end of the bargain. Just like if somebody is late and they put me late for my next client,
Right.
I'm going to probably take off some for my next client because,
Yeah.
you know, I'm running behind. So I'm inconveniencing your time at this
hold up.
point.
6+
Maybe
hours.
because I don't
Yeah.
charge as much as you
Right,
may
right.
charge.
It was,
Right.
it was a long time, and I was just so upset when I saw it, and it was like cut out her hair, like they was literally cutting scissors and just cutting out the girl as they beating her up at the same
Right.
time. bro.
Stupid
That shit
ass
was
chick.
horrible.
She finna
What's
get a
wrong with
Oh,
that?
it's
fat
stupid.
ass chick.
Both of them on that. Both of them on that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's just a bad environment.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
that's true,
horrible.
yeah.
But,
Her
but
and
you
the
know
boss
what?
on that.
Mhm.
Right.
It's
I feel like they're gonna lose that whole.
I
salon or
think that
something.
people
They
gotta
got to.
demand more from their stylists. Here's the thing that happens with cosmetology in general. As a braider or as a person, like if you do sew-ins and that's all you do, cool. All you have to do is get a braider's license, just work in a salon and put in sew-ins all day. I mean, in the state of Florida, that's how that rolls. But so it's sometimes you can go from kitchen to a salon and make whatever money you want to just to get by getting a braider's license.
Right.
You don't have to spend 1,200 hours at a school and put in all this work. So it's like if y'all demand more, y'all got to stop consumers. You got to stop paying deposits to people who doing hair at their house
Mm.
if it's not a real salon. And I'm not saying everybody who work at their house isn't a professional and has a license, but if you know you finna go sit in homegirl house and
Right.
she not a professional, stop paying her a deposit
Yeah.
because you're gonna get what you pay for.
That's also true.
And like he said, it's a bad environment. Y'all know what kind of environment
This
it is.
situation was at somebody's house.
Nah,
No,
it was at
it was in
a legit
But,
salon.
but what I'm saying is like, homegirl was probably a kitchen at some point, and then she was able to come up and be in this spot.
Right.
The young man, Iconic Styles or whatever his name is, he's been able to have a platform, so he's probably giving other people a chance.
Right.
But you also gotta protect yourself. Now he really gonna have to pay, and I hope he got some liability
he can't.
For
insurance.
real, he
You just
finna.
can't do that at all, man.
Nah.
I know my owner wasn't got enough. He would told me I was dead wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Quite
And
honestly,
the fact is, the owner was doing somebody else's hell. He stopped.
He
He stopped what he was
to-
doing
to fight
to
this
go
girl.
fight, and I was like, "What you doing, man?" It was
Yeah,
just
he like
horrible.
that's 2 times.
he got good insurance. On
He
his.
must got
That's
some type
like-
of money. 'cause
that's
that really-
trauma.
That's
Yeah,
all
cut the
that-
girl hair. She
Nah.
done got beat up.
They were
beat up.
pulling her
They
hair
was pulling,
before
I
they
mean-
pulled out the scissors. So if she got a sew in, she might got some loose loose hairs.
Man,
up
I'm
in there.
finna go in there and get my hair done and run out on the
Hey,
bed.
talking about
Don't let
beat
them
me
jump
up,
on me,
shit.
dog.
My neck,
Right.
my back, my neck, and my back. Goddamn. We can settle this all out of court for
What is that?
$150
What's-
It
million.
was I was in Ohio.
Okay.
And it was all on Instagram and stuff like that. And I was looking through the messages. He was trying to get the pages to take it off because like it was more to the story.
Oh no.
Oh well, it was somebody in his salon recording it, and the person who was recording it was like hyping it. So I was like, "Come on."
She
man.
was like, all you had to do was pay.
Mm.
Ma'am, all you had to do was not inconvenience my time
For
and just
real.
reschedule me.
But you told me to go to the house
And then
and come
beat
back
me
home
up.
tomorrow and you'll take out $20 or something. Like,
I would
sheesh.
take it. Like if you like, hey, my bad, I can't take it. I mean, as a
She
provider,
should
I've
have,
never had to do that.
She should have addressed her first at the beginning. If she knew she was gonna have her waiting like that, she could have at least took the time to go outside, talk to her.
All right.
You get what I'm saying? Maybe tell her I don't know how far she live or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I can call you when I'm wrapping up. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? But just sitting outside, and I would imagine she was just probably in there trying to get as much money as she can. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
But
'cause she
I
gonna
think
need it at this point.
the client should have also said she should have said something
Yeah.
before.
Communication
Right.
was definitely
Yeah.
a problem.
I
Because
would
they
have
was
said before I
fighting.
got in the chair, I would be like, I'm only paying you this amount, and then left it up to her to make
Right.
the decision on what
Yeah,
she was
that's
going to do.
communication, bro.
Yeah.
They definitely need to communicate a lot better.
Bet,
She
bet.
probably sat there the whole time and didn't say nothing. To the end, she hot.
She mad.
She's like, I'm finna get this style for
Right.
$75.
$5.
She knew what she was gonna do
She
in
knew
her
she was-
head,
yeah.
but
yeah.
Because she handed the lady money here.
yeah.
And she said, well, this ain't enough. Well, this is why I'm not giving
Make
you
it
the full amount.
enough.
Make basically that's what it was.
But you know, it was
Make this
people in the
enough.
salons like, I got 20.
Yeah, they was trying to.
People was trying to help her because they thought she just didn't have
have
money.
money.
That's a flight risk.
But then by then they had already jumped on the girl and doing stuff like that. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you guys another topic, both to the owners of a salon and a barbershop. Since the COVID-19 has been taking effect for the last 5 long
3
time,
lamb days, 10 hours.
Feels like a year, man.
how has it affected your business?
It's a little bit slower for mine, but I try and use my time to try and do other stuff.
Okay,
So I really been right now. I'm trying to build a little garage, little thing
right.
where I can get people to park their cars and rent it.
Oh, true.
So during the COVID time, I spent a lot of that time dedicated to getting that at least started. So
That's what's up.
What about you, Michelle?
So I mean, you know, women are vain, so they want their hair done. But honestly, I don't see any more. I think Thursdays are probably the one day that I see about 4 clients. I didn't really do a lot before COVID, but you know, I limited my days in the salon.
Right.
So I'm probably only there maybe 3 days a week.
what were you doing before that?
I mean, like everybody had an appointment, so I didn't overlap. So,
No, I mean
You weren't trying to kill yourself.
I mean, how many days? were you
oh,
working?
5 days.
Okay.
I did Monday, Tuesdays, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
All right. So right now, I recently have been like taking Mondays off.
Yeah.
So just because it's been a little bit slower, so then I can close that window down, and they can just book inside that window.
So come July, most of my books are just Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I, you know, like I say, I don't see any more than like on a regular day like 2 to 3, but Thursday is my longest day, so that's why I kind of get 4 in there, and
And y'all should be ready for us possibly to do that again,
yeah,
to go through that again for real.
yeah.
I
I'm
think so,
speaking
too.
that stylist to stylist for real.
I quite honestly, like I see myself phasing out more and more, just because I think a lot of people, you know, with these new numbers coming out, I think a lot of people they're not going to get tested because they're not feeling anything, and so people they're oh, we got new numbers, but I think a lot of people are just actually just getting tested and just, you know, seeing like, you know, and a lot of people are asymptomatic with these new numbers. So, you know, if you take the whole D.L. Hughley thing, he felt nothing. He just was tired
Right.
and dehydrated. And I mean, how many of us who work hard feel that same way all the time?
Yeah, that's true.
And so, you know, they apparently just added new symptoms of vomiting, diarrhea, and congestion. Oh, so if you got allergies, pretty much
I saw that on Instagram. It was like, can we just be normal sick or is everything corona now?
everything is corona now. So it's just like, you know, and I'm not 6 feet away from my clients. So
Yeah, you read up. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm all in your business.
For real.
But I right now we're not doing facials, or waxing. So it's just hair for me. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot slower, and I'm okay with that. When we were in complete shutdown, yeah, it was a little depressing at first. That first full week, I was just kind of like in bed all day.
Right.
But I took that time to start learning how to cook. Well, not cook, but bake.
Okay.
You
baking.
can't cook?
What you trying to
I can
bake?
cook.
Okay.
But baking, because I'm
Why I think
vegan.
you a vegan? Yeah, I was about to say that. I was like, ain't she a vegan?
You can still cook if you
Nigga, we can still eat
right?
red
God
I
damn.
mean, yeah.
So yeah, I just kind of picked up on learning new
Recipes.
and bakings and things like that.
Okay.
So I mean, we don't have kids, so it was just a lot of time with me and my boyfriend, and he works from home, so I was just in his space a lot.
That's stress. I'm so
Yeah.
ready to go back into an office
Yeah.
with other people.
And I would just kind of stay in the room so I wouldn't be in his space.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I got on his nerves a little bit. Or maybe he liked the company. I don't,
Yeah, you don't want to assume.
Yeah, so I just, I played it safe, and I would, I took my time in like learning my kitchen a lot more. Yeah.
Okay. Bet. So I got a fun question for you guys here. It's about
Alright.
me and my boy KP.
Okay.
Since you, Michelle, have been doing my hair for 2 years, Marcus, I want to say since we're 18, you also cut KP's hair. What's the most annoying?
Annoying.
Annoying.
There you
So
go.
I
Thing
can't,
that
I can't
we-
read neither.
That
dog.
listen.
Don't hurt yourself.
Annoying
We
thing
gonna
that
get
we
there.
do when we're in your chair.
I'm gonna let Marcus go first.
Bro, I've been thinking about this because I seen it on the thing. First, I'm gonna say that I'm not going to say that about anybody. Just
Okay.
because I got a lot of respect, and
Okay.
sometimes you don't know what be going on with people, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the best thing that we can do is learn how to communicate with people.
Right.
The most annoying thing is to me, is when people don't sit up in the chair. So what I learned to do is just to start opening my mouth
Mm-hmm.
and tell them in the way, hey, I need you to sit up just so I can get you right.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Or I can't get around the back of your neck.
Mm.
Or if you take that clipper and bump their shoulder a few times, they'll realize that they're not sitting up. So I just had to find another way to come
Another
out.
avenue.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's the only one I'm gonna say. It's just out of all of it, outside of like everybody else just being late, that's just a given.
Right.
Just sit up in the chair, dog.
Right.
It'll make the whole transition go better, and it'll make your haircut go better.
Right.
Right.
Right. I can give him a couple. My eyebrows. They be like, "Hey, bro, you gonna do my eyebrows this way?" Stuff like that. There's a list of stuff, bro. It's okay. You don't gotta say it. We already know the truth.
Y'all got a nice barber. Y'all do.
I
for
try not
real.
to, man. It's hard as a black man, man. And like me, I feel like a person of me.
Right.
I feel like people get, because sometimes, I like to try and like motivate people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm a motivator or something like that, but I'm
You are.
definitely.
You can be. You may not know that you are, but
Yeah.
you might motivate somebody.
Right. But I'm definitely not finna tell somebody something to bring them down to whatever. So.
It's you was going.
I ain't finna tell nobody. I don't want to tell nobody nothing to bring them down, basically. So I just got to find another way to say it.
You
And
can
that's
just
what I've been
say
working
that
on.
KP's head is oddly shapen and it's hard for you, and it take more time than other.
Right, but
the
if he
normal
sit
client.
up, I can work with that oddly shaped head.
There it is.
You
There
know what
it
I'm saying?
is.
We can work with it. dog.
Oh,
He ain't got to tell me to sit up. Shit, I already know what's fuck on you. You about to fuck up
One
my
thing
haircut.
one
I ain't
thing
about to
wish
fuck it
I
up.
could Tell
shit.
people, like I can't tell them because they might take it
right.
the wrong way. It's like if you was painting a picture, right? Like
Right.
what I'm doing right now. How do you sit the board up?
Mm.
You get what I'm saying?
Those are that man Bob Ross. Boy.
The board
Get
is
your
to
eye
the
with
left
that.
or the right. Right.
He looked back.
You gotta hit your ass with that
Bro, I
lean
want-
one
bro, I
time.
want
man.
that money, dog. I want to feel good when you put that money in my hand.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I want to feel good when I'm walking about that motherfucker.
All right then. So even exchange is not a robbery. Ain't nobody
Yeah.
got robbed. I
Hey,
made
man,
you look
y'all-
good. You paid me. Ain't nobody robbed.
To all the good people out there that go sit in the chair, sit y'all ass up.
I'm gonna try to work on myself and do better for the next time. Michelle.
You got 2 weeks.
Michelle.
You know, I feel like I can't talk shit now, but
You can. You can.
Nah,
bro.
nah, nah.
Me
Go
personally,
ahead.
I just feel
but
like
I feel him.
I'm
on
annoying
that.
as hell. But go ahead.
But you know, honestly, like just like you say, you kind of learn how to work with whatever your client giving you at the time, and y'all know that probably barbers and stylists. You know, I don't know the barber life, but
Right.
as a stylist, I definitely know that I'm an underpaid therapist, very underpaid therapist. So
same here too.
yeah. So all in all, you know, I don't think that you do anything annoying
Remember
because
that
you
one
definitely
time-
show up when you supposed to.
Yes, I
So
always
I'll
have to be
get
on
you
That's
time.
the number one thing. Now,
Yeah.
now you got time to do all the itching and scratching you need
Right.
to do.
So you definitely show up on time. I just think I just be annoyed when you give me these styles that I know don't fit your head. That's all.
Sometimes you gotta
Or
tell
they be a
them.
little bit tricky, right?
Yeah.
They be,
I mean, we make it work.
But remember that one time though when I like got hives because we was having a discussion.
Oh my god.
I think I'm gonna stop doing the sponge. I'm getting tired of doing it.
Bro, we was doing that sponge for a long time.
I can help somebody do it, and I feel like because first off, I don't get paid for it.
right.
You get what I'm
It's an
saying?
extra service.
And I feel like if I help people learn how to do it, because I feel I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I really feel like I do really good with the sponge.
You
You know
do.
what I'm saying? Like I try and apply myself to stuff. I ain't
Right.
saying I'm perfect, but if I can help them do it, it'll get it. Cause I've been cutting hair for a minute now. Sometimes I don't be feeling like doing all that. So a lot of times we be doing extra stuff or whatever.
He used to be like, "Hey, your head too high." That's what he used to tell me all the time.
Right. But I also wasn't on the level that I am.
But he was
now
still
with
doing it though. He was still doing it though. I'll be.
Right. It's a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah.
So one last question for you guys before we go ahead and exit the building. Have you guys dealt with a family or friend asking you for discounted rates? Want to be like, that's a little bit. Can you? I'm fam. I'm family. Can you just go
Do you
ahead?
give your family or friend discount rate?
Yeah. So I'm a part of a sorority. So
Okay.
all of my sorors get a discount, whether they ask for it or not. I just
Right.
give it to them, because I know they're gonna come back.
What's
Right.
the average price of your
My average ticket is probably about $60.
okay.
So my family, I give them 30%. Yeah, but
So does it bug you if they ask for it?
I don't think I can't say that
It's how you ask.
anybody has asked. Yeah,
Right.
but it would definitely be how you ask.
Right.
Mhm.
And if you keep asking.
But you know what I will say? I don't have a lot of friends that come to me, and I think that those friends that do come to me, they're probably my friends. They're my soror friends. But my friends like I grew up with either don't live here, or when they come in town, they will come and get their hair done. So I don't have any like friends that come to me
Okay.
quite often.
Not regular.
So I don't have any friends asking me for discounts, but I do have some friends that they kind of cheap.
I mean, when you first started, were you getting a little bit more? Because I feel like you get
When I
towards
first started, definitely, but I think it was kind of all in how they were asking,
Mhm.
or it's like I felt like, oh, I should give you this. And that's a rookie mistake, and it's just
Right.
something as a novice that I had to learn that I'm still using my doggone hands for hours at a time.
I don't
for
ask for no
sure.
discounts.
Yeah, not at all. If you gonna give me one, that's cool. But I feel like as a friend or a family member, I wouldn't go into that situation like expecting that. Like
My
if I'm
mama
here to
the only
support
person
you.
who don't pay her actual rate. It's like, mama, like it costs more than this that you're giving me. And people be surprised that I make my mama pay, but I'm like,
Yeah, you still need the
she-
funds.
Yeah. She still took 2 hours off my book.
Right,
for
right.
sure.
Mama, no
I
mama.
need half price or
Yeah.
something. Goddamn, like, you gotta
So-
give me something.
I need that. Thank you.
I've been battling with it, definitely coming out of a neighborhood barbershop or whatever. You know
Right,
what I'm
bet.
saying? So now that I'm on my own, I do realize rookie mistakes.
Mhm.
You just put that into a definition for me because I didn't know what to call that. So rookie mistakes is that I had to stop because the number one thing I can list is that my granddad, the man whose name is on the building, Doug's
Mhm.
Barbershop, my granddad's name is Doug. He still pays me more than he don't have to pay me. He know that, and he still pay me more than what it costs to get a haircut. I mean, your situation is different because your haircut can cost more
Mm-hmm.
or you're making more money. But mine is only $25 or $20 or $15.
Mm-hmm.
So he paid me more than that. So what do I look like giving somebody else a discount when this man and the rest of my family whose name is on the building is still paying me what it costs to get a haircut?
Right.
That's what's up.
And if you need a discount or if you need something, bro, I pay my dues and I give it to you, but it's all in how you ask or whatever. But
Well, I really appreciate both of you guys coming and taking a seat at the table and making this happen and definitely giving the people an opportunity to get to know you and your business a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and exit out for today and set you guys free here for a moment. I want to let you guys know it's your boy, The Amazing King, coming to you live and in color, bringing that so amazing touch. You can follow me at AmazingIam_ on IG. You can also follow the podcast page at ReadyForIt_1. KP, send them out.
Up jumps the boogie. It's the boy. I am Parker67_ on Instagram. Y'all want to give out y'all handles and all that good jazz?
YouTube, Does Garage, Instagram, Freeway Savage, FREWAYSVG.
Give them the address to your barbershop, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, bro. My bad, bro. You can find that on all those, even Google. 2092 West Bush Boulevard, Tampa, Florida, right down the street from Chamberlain High School, man.
He's also on Booksy. If you type in Doug's Barbershop, he'll pull up, set that appointment. You know what I'm saying?
On Google, all that, bro. Any way you want to do it, or you can call me like my grandma do or whatever. It don't matter.
Grandma's gonna always call you. Grandma's gonna always call.
Some people ain't changed, man.
Yeah. Michelle?
I am Soul Beauty by Michelle. You can find me on all the socials that way.
Can we get the address to the
Right,
Oh,
a
my
song.
address.
Yeah.
Pull up. Come through. I'm at the 5508 Plaza. That's 5508 North 50th Street. I am Suite 29.
All right.
We appreciate y'all. Get ready for it.
Thank you.